Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night. You're here at First Coast Comedy's main event. I need you to put those hands together, start clapping, let's start screaming, let's make some noise, and let's bring to the stage our host, Alex Brenda.
Welcome to First Coast Comedy, he said, as the crowd went wild. Same seats and everything. Welcome to First Coast Comedy, he said, as the crowd went absolutely insane. He said, as the crowd made any farm animal noise they chose. Everyone chose cow except for one person chose dog. Dogs are allowed on farms. That's fair. Fair enough, because they're there. All right, so in any case, let me give you the quick rundown here. I will be your host for tonight's entertainment. My name is Alex Grindeland. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And before we get started, let me do the quick survey by show of hands. Who has never seen a show here at First Coast Comedy before? All right, decent number of us. All right, put your hands down. All right, now by show of hands, who has seen a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very first time tonight? Should be the same people. Nailed it. You nailed it. All right, now, okay, I'll actually flip it up. I'll do the opposite question. Now by show of hands, who's seen a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very last time tonight? Good, that's right, good. Excellent. Well, okay, so for those of you who do not know, for all those people back there, where you heard the word comedy a lot, well, most of the time when people think comedy, they think stand-up comedy. That's somebody who planned their jokes out in advance. They wrote them down, they memorized them, they scripted them, they prepared them. That is not what we specialize in here at First Coast Comedy. What we specialize in here is improvised comedy. What does that mean? That means that you paid money to see a show that we have not bothered to make a plan for. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to get a bunch of suggestions from you, the audience. Hey, say that with me. You, the audience. One more time. You, the audience. So let's do a little practice of that. So let's say, for example, I go to anybody in this general area. I say, anybody over here. I want you to think of your favorite color and shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Pink, I heard most loudly and clearly. I take the suggestion of pink. I might go to anybody in this middle-ish area. Anybody in this middle-ish area, I want you to think of just any historical figure and shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Washington. I heard Washington most loudly and clearly. So maybe we would put them together and make Pink Washington.
Totally wrong.
I might go to anybody in this section over here. I might say anybody over here. I want you to think of your email address and your Netflix password on 3. 1, 2, 3, and go. No. Dang it. Your email address, no@gmail.com. Good. All right, so when you have a suggestion, please do shout it out both loudly and proudly, as I will always try and take the very first thing that I hear. Now, because I am asking you to shout things out, this is a great time to take notice of the fact that there are both adults and children here. So keep that in mind when you're deciding what words you want to shout out real loud for everyone to hear. We're going to do a clean show. Sounds good? You guys doing good? Clapping for that? Yes, very good, good. A legally binding clap. Because, of course, we, the adults, have the important duty to make sure that the children do not know what we really think is funny. All right, so the next thing you need to know before we get started here is at various points throughout the show, we will be asking for the help of one or more fun-loving audience volunteers. That's somebody who wants to raise their own hand and come up here on stage and help us out in a game. So without me saying any more about that, and understanding that I will only take volunteers from people who send electrical impulses from their brain to their own arm, causing it to raise into the air. I will not take volunteers or voluntells. Knowing that, does anybody here think that later in the show you might be interested in volunteering and helping us out in the game? I see a hand there. I see a hand there. I see a hand over there. All right, give it up for the 3 bravest among you. For the rest of you who did not raise your hand, I know why you didn't raise your hand. I've been doing this for a long time. It's always the same reason. The reason you didn't raise your hand is because at some point in your life, you saw a comedian be mean to somebody, and you said, ha-ha, I'm not going to give him the chance. I'm not going to come up on stage, they'll pick on me. Well, let me tell you this. First of all, it's not that big of a room. If we wanted to pick on you, we could do it from this distance. But secondly, more importantly, we will not do that. It is not that kind of a show. I've told you that this is not a stand-up comedy show. Stand-up comics are known for that. They'll like find one guy in the audience, pick on that guy at his expense to everyone else's laughter, and then that guy feels real bad, and then the comedian after the show gets in their car and they drive to Cincinnati and you never see him again. However, here at First Coast Comedy, we're local. It's the same. We're homegrown. It's a family-owned business. It's the same group of us that perform here just about every weekend, and we post on the internet when we're going to be here. So that is to say, if we were mean to you, we'd be easy to find. So we take the opposite approach. If you choose to volunteer and help us out in the game, we will do everything within our power to make sure that you are happy you made that decision. So in other words, if you come up here, our goal is to make sure that you are emanating joy when you leave the stage, that you're thinking to yourself, wow, I tried something new. I stepped outside of my comfort zone and it paid off. Now, and also, if you choose to volunteer, you will also win a prize. Ooh, that is the correct response. It's random. We don't know what it's going to be. It could either be a brand new iPad or a free pass to come back to a future show. We don't know. So knowing that if you choose to volunteer, we're going to make you look awesome, and you'll win a prize. Have I changed any minds that you might possibly consider volunteering? Any people who did not previously raise their own hands?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? What is your name? I'm not, Missy? All right, so as it turns out, of all the people in the room, Missy is the one person who can change her mind when new information is presented.
Well done.
Pretty good point, yes. It's a very rare quality. But we all already knew that. We've all got Facebook. All right, so the last couple things you need to know is let's just meet some of the people that we have here at First Coast Comedy helping us out. Some people who don't share in the blinding spotlight. Hey, the first person you met when you walked in, immediately, you felt warm and welcome. You were like, wow, what great customer service. I feel like part of the family here. Well, that task was performed by Becca. And the gentleman behind the bar, the one who has those chemicals that take a funny show and make it an even funnier show. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes by 2 letters. That's JC. He's dancing like a father-in-law. All right, and also, did you know we stream this show to the internet? On those unfortunate Fridays and Saturdays when you can't be here, you can log into your YouTube account, look up First Coast Comedy, give us a like, follow, subscribe, and watch online for free. You can leave suggestions in the chat and participate in the show. And our chat moderator and the person running the cameras tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that is Anthony! He's a poor boy. We pay him 8 cents to do that job. And also, the guy dropping exactly the right music at exactly the right volume to keep us all pumped at exactly the right time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Michael! Every time I give him that whole spiel about, he gets us all pumped with his pumped up music, he plays Somewhere Over the Rainbow. All right, so in any case, there's one more thing we got to do before we get started. I feel already really warmed up because I've been shouting at all of you for several minutes. The players backstage are warmed up, but there's one more group of people who's got to get warmed up. Who could it be? Oh, it must be you, the audience. One more time, you, the audience. So the way that we do that here at First Coast Comedy is something we call the clap-o-meter, or if you're British, it's the clapometer. And the way that works is we're going to start at a 1, and that'll be like a nice polite golf clap, and we're going to work our way up to a 10, which is going to be like an almost illegal level of clapping. But we got to earn it, all right? Every single time I say the next number, the current volume and enthusiasm doubles, which means that somewhere around 4, 5, and 6, screaming and hooting and hollering becomes perfectly socially appropriate to do. All right, but first we got to test our instrument. Everyone put your hands in the clapatory position. And close. Let's try that again. And open. And close. Okay, it works. Good. All right, here we go. Starting with a nice, polite level 1. I saw some theater tonight. And it's a 2. And a 3. And a 4. Hooting, hollering, screaming at a 5. And a 6.
Let's bring our players to the stage! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Johnny Kowalski, Adam Hangman, Madeline Brendan, and let's bring back your host, Ellis Brendan!
Joke's on me. I flew too close to the sun. All right, so I need all the players up here for our first game, which is called What You Got. So, you know how frequently, probably every weekend or every other weekend, you find yourself at the club. Well, you're about to see a dance battle where the players are going to be creating brand new dance moves based on a suggestion from all of you. So we're just going to jump right into it. From anybody over here, shout out the profession of somebody in your family or your own profession. Did you say gym teacher? All right, gym teacher is the suggestion. All right, so I'm going to get these out of the way. So these are going to be all the gym teacher related dances. Now, if their dance does not actually relate to gym teacher, or I just don't like it, we will clap for them, and then we're going to change up the suggestion. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, and go.
Making you play dodgeball, making you play dodgeball, making you play dodgeball.
What you got? Blowing my whistle, blowing my whistle, blowing my whistle. What you got? Washing those socks, washing those socks, washing those socks. What you got?
Stinky jersey,
Stinky jersey, stinky jersey. What you got? Making you push-ups, making you push-ups, making you push-ups. What you got? Climbing that rope, climbing that rope, climbing that rope. What you got?
teaching you juggling,
Teaching you juggling.
Teaching that in my gym class.
Wait, who's the gym teacher? Who's the gym?
Yeah.
Did you do that in gym class?
No, we did not juggle.
Art school, art school.
Mrs. Evans made us learn how to juggle with those little things.
Yeah, all right. All right, Fangman's up. Fangman's up now. All right, give it up for Adam. All right, so, from anybody over here, give me a hobby. Well, actually, no, give me a television show that you think most of the people here would have seen.
Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls.
I've seen that before.
Looking around, I agree. All right, the suggestion is Golden Girls. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and go.
Gossiping with my friends, gossiping with my friends, gossiping with my friends. What you got? Back in St. Olaf, back in St. Olaf, back in St. Olaf. What you got?
I'm Betty White.
I'm Betty White. I'm Betty White. What you got? Senior special, senior special, senior special. What you got? Rose Nyland, Rose Nyland, Rose Nyland. What you got?
And my name is Blanche.
My name is Blanche. My name is Blanche. What you got? And I'm Kevin, their friend that you didn't see in the previous. It's Kevin. That's the guy they all are into, right?
Yeah. I had a feeling your dances were just old people related.
No, they're Kevin.
All right, give it up for them, everybody. Rotate it up. All right, from anybody over here, give me a bunch of books they've turned into movies, or one book they've turned into a movie. Narnia. All right, there's going to be all of the Chronicles of Narnia related dances. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and go.
I think there's a lion. I think there's a lion. I think there's a lion. What you got?
Half horse, half man.
Half horse, half man. Half horse, half man. What you got? Sneaking through a wardrobe. Sneaking through a wardrobe. Sneaking through a wardrobe. What you got?
There was that SNL sketch. There
What's
was
that SNL sketch? What you got?
Turkish delight.
Turkish delight. Turkish delight. What you got? Tiny little goat man. Tiny little goat man. Tiny little goat man. What you got?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Wasn't he a character?
Harry Potter was actually in the movie Harry Potter.
Oh!
All right, give it to the players of the game of What You Got, everybody. All right, so this next game, I actually need to send all 3 of these players out of the room so they cannot hear any of the suggestions I'm about to get from all of you. So on 3, I want everyone to say, "Hey, get out of here!" 1, 2, 3. Hey, get out of here! You get it? Because they're running. All right, so, do I have people ready to write down some lines for me? Yes, very good. All right. So, what I need all of you to do right now is I need you to start thinking of lines of dialogue that they can use in this game. I'm going to help you inspire some ideas. So maybe, right now, at this very moment, I want you to start thinking of famous lines from movies that people have seen. So that could be like, "We're going to need a bigger boat," or just any well-known line from any movie. It could be a line from a song. Maybe it's like something like, "Welcome to the Hotel California." Something that could be said as a full thought. Maybe it's a famous commercial slogan, like "Just do it," or "Have you had your break today?" or whatever commercial slogans you can think of. Maybe it's a famous historical quote, 7 years ago, something like that. Maybe it's a bumper sticker you've seen. Maybe, keeping in mind it's a family-friendly show, maybe it's a pickup line you've heard. So let's go ahead and see who's got one. If you got one, either shout it out or just raise your hand. Whatever you got. What do you got over there?
You can't handle the truth.
Excellent, very good. Somebody write down, "You can't handle the truth." All right, what do we got over there?
I pity the fool.
"I pity the fool." ... All right, what do you have?
What's in the box?
Ooh. What's in the box? That's from Titanic. Yeah. All right, and
I want what she ordered.
I'm going to take it exactly as he said it, which is, "I want what she ordered." Mm-hmm. Who else has one for me? Yeah, right there.
I want you to get a hold of one everlasting gobstopper.
Ooh, good. "I want you to get a hold of one everlasting gobstopper." Right over here.
Marriage.
Oh. The line is just a mispronunciation of the word marriage, marriage. So however you want to spell that to get them to say marriage. All right, well, yeah, right there.
Deplane.
Ah, yes. Deplane. It's also from Titanic. Who else has an? Oh, yeah, back there.
I don't know who you are, but I will hunt you down, I will find you, and I will kill you.
Ooh. I don't know who you are, but I will hunt you down, I will find you, I will kill you. That's from a Goofy movie. All right, so here's what I want everyone to do now. We've got a bunch of lines of dialogue. Now what I want are some stage directions. So for if you've never been in a play or read the script of a movie, there's stuff in there that's directions for the not things for the actors to say, things that they're supposed to do. So it might say be like suddenly leaves stage left or takes a drink of water. But you can be as creative with these stage directions as you want. So who has an idea of a stage direction for me?
Hop on one foot.
Hops on one foot, and then on the back, on those stage directions, just on the back, put the letters SD so they know. All right, and give me another stage direction right there.
Breaks the fourth wall.
Breaks the fourth wall. Very theatrical meta.
Carry someone across the stage.
Ooh, and lastly, carries someone across the stage. All right, these are our stage directions. Get up for yourselves those great suggestions. I loved it. I loved it. Normally at a comedy show, you don't get to be this interactive. This is way better. All right, so what just happened is we just created a whole bunch of lines of dialogue and stage directions that they're going to have to use in this game. In a moment, they're going to come back in here. They're going to perform a scene. At any time, any one of them can reach down and pick up one of these lines of dialogue. Give it up, Rebecca, everybody! Any one of them can reach down and pick up one of these lines of dialogue, and as soon as their eyes meet the page, they have to suddenly say it or do it as if their character just thought to say it or do it on their own, like it was their decision. And then they all have to work together to make it make sense within the scene. So, really a quick review. We've got deplane, what's in the box, you can't handle the truth, I don't know who you are, but I will hunt you down, I will kill you. Marriage, that's a good spelling. I want to see what she ordered, I pity the fool, I want you to get a hold of one everlasting gobstopper, and the stage directions of breaks the fourth wall, carries someone across the stage, and lastly, hops on one foot. All right, so now all we need to do is call the players back in here on 3. Everyone say, players, please come back. 1, 2, 3. Players, please come back. And make some noise as they come back in. Clap, everybody. Hey, Anthony, is there anything in the chat that just delights you?
No.
Okay. Anthony is a very particular. There's 900 suggestions in the chat. He's like, I don't care for these. All right. So anybody in here, give me a suggestion of a way two people would know each other, like best friends or roommates or.
College.
Okay, they know each other from college. All right. What's a club in college? What's yes?
Theater.
The theater club. All right. So the suggestion for the scene is a college theater club. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
I get it.
Yes, I'm on Broadway now.
It's really good to see you after all these years. You know, we started the theater club at Jacksonville Community College, and it was just the 2 of us, and then 4 of us, and then 10 of us, and now it's a whole program.
It's a whole program.
You're on Broadway, and
I've made it.
You've made it, and I sell shoes. Wow. I want what she ordered. Whatever she ordered for you, your wife, that got you in with that waiter who was on Broadway, who talked to that director, who then said, I want to see him audition. I want to eat that food because I think it'll make me better.
I think it was just fate. It was fate for me, and maybe fate will turn a corner for you. But just know that I think about you every time I step out on the stage. I see that appreciative audience waiting on every word as I cast out to them, I pity the fool. Because I am in the Mr. T story.
I still think you were the wrong choice for that role.
It's casting against type. It's casting against type.
Hey, whatever. Marriage is the kind of thing that I wish I had. Because you've got a wife and you're on Broadway and I got nothing but me-widge. I want male-widge. Instead it's just me in the shoes. Speaking of which, here's the shoes that you ordered.
Oh, good.
Got some more on the shelf, too. Shine them, I guess. That's what I do now.
It's a valuable job. I appreciate everybody that helps me out backstage. I mean, without them, I want you to get a hold of one everlasting gobstopper. I get to make demands like that. I get to have a contract with a rider that says, bring me one everlasting gobstopper. Give it to me before the show. I can even make them put it in their mouth first so I can guess what flavor it is without seeing the color.
Broadway really sounds a lot like Hollywood now. That's pretty gross, Johnny.
Mr.
right.
Johnny Sampson, Mr.
Hang
Johnny.
on one second.
Okay, I'll wait until you're done.
It was in his rider. You can come in now.
Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Mr. Johnny Sampson,
Yes?
your limousine is ready and there is room for one more for your friend here.
Oh, you need to come with me. Come with
The
me.
show is late. We've got 20 minutes.
All right, let's go, Mr. T.
I'm going as fast as I can, sir.
Wow. I've never been in a limo before. This is amazing.
Champagne.
What's in the box? There's a box between you two. I ordered it earlier. I don't know what it is, but I think it's a gift for my wife. Open it up.
Oh, man.
I need to know what's in it.
All right. Well. Oh, it's a Tony Award.
And that's time! Join your local community theater. That could be you. All right. So, this next game. So earlier I said we could use the help of a fun-loving audience volunteer. Before I even ask, I want everyone to do me a favor. I want everyone to make the sound of a bomb dropping and exploding. On 3. 1, 2, 3. That's good. And now everyone make the sound of an owl. Oh, that's really good. You're good. All right. I got to start this lawnmower. It's pretty good over here. All right. So, that's what I'm looking for somebody to do. Somebody who feels confident enough to make just okay sound effects. You don't have to be great at it. Would anybody like to come up here and make some sound effects for us for our next game?
I'll do it.
I'll do it. All right.
Oh, we got Mr. T almost.
Michael, get it for Michael, everybody. All right, so Michael, this is a game of sound effects. I'm going to be getting suggestions. First of all, before I begin, from anybody at all, what's a place that you would go in the fall?
Vermont.
Okay, good. Let's get even more specific. What's a place in Vermont you would go in the fall?
Brattleboro.
Let's get a non-geographical location, like a coffee shop or. I heard somebody say the woods, and I heard somebody say Camp Crystal Lake. So I'm going to take a lake by the woods. Perfect. There we go. It's a very Vermont feel. All right. So Michael, they're going to do a scene. You're going to provide all the sound effects. First, we're just going to do a little practice. Can you say your name nice and loud in that microphone?
Michael.
Hey, yeah. You even got the answer to the question right. All right. Okay. There's a door in front of me. I'm going to knock on it. See if anybody's home. Here we go. Nice. And I'm going to ring the doorbell. See if anybody's home.
Ding dong.
Panavidra. I'm going to open this old creaky door. And there's Flippy Floppy, the First Coast Comedy kitty cat. He's mad. Yeah. All right, that's how that works. Great. So, yeah. They're going to lead you up to the sound. You make the sound when they've led you there. All right, so a lake by the woods in Vermont. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin. Here I am in the old
lunch here at Camp Crystal Lake. Wow. Whew, it sure is cold in here, though. Oh, it's a bit of a draft, too. Whew. I better get it warmed up in here. Good thing I got this old wood-fired stove, this old cast iron stove. I'm gonna go and open up the old creaky hatch. Just put some oil on that. I got a cord of wood right here. I'm a little hungry too. Just go ahead and put a log in there. Some vacuum pressure in there. You're gonna need a couple more. There we go. Go ahead and get it fired up. Let me get my old hot poker. It's already hot. Oh, there we go. Go and put it in there and turn on the gas. It's a gas-powered wood stove. There we go. Close it back up. Ah, listen to that fire crackle and roar. All the newspaper I left in there.
Hey, Adam, listen to this wind outside.
Close the door!
Oh,
I just started a fire.
Oh, well, good. I need to warm up.
Yeah.
I was just out picking apples. I found a really good one. Oh, I got a seed. Let me spit it out.
Whoa! That's a big seed! Look at the size of this thing!
Growing big here.
This was in the whole apple?
Yeah.
Holy moly!
I don't know if you've heard about this, but apparently some kids have gone missing at the lake.
Whoa!
I know.
I thought that was just a rumor.
Well, I've been hearing that rumor in town. I mean, let me just, I got this this big old newspaper. Let me unfurl it.
Careful.
Came apart.
Another size of the apples you eat.
Yeah, it says kids have been going missing from the lake.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you open up a window, maybe we can hear what's going on.
Help me.
Oh God! Oh God!
Just like that? We gotta get out there! We gotta get outside!
So cold. My teeth are chattering. I got a little song in my heart about it too.
Is there a child who needs help out here?
That's me. I just recently said help me. I can't see you through the bramble. Here, let me move these bushes. Oh.
You just did that with your arms. You're bleeding all over now. I've got some medical tape though. Gotta tie it tight. I took scouts. That's why I'm so good at that.
Yeah. If we need to get out of here, I've made sure to bring a machete just in case we have to cut through the bramble.
Which her arms are basically machetes.
I've been in the woods a really long time.
You must be hungry.
I'm starving. Listen to my stomach rumble. Wait a second. No, that wasn't my tummy. That was the lake monster.
The lake monster?
Is that how you got out here?
That's how I got out here. He took me and I escaped. Listen to him crawling out of the water.
You sure that's not your dad?
All right.
It's too dark for me to see. Let me just try to stab at something in the dark. That's stuck in mud.
That's him. Listen. Ah! It's a new lake monster. Kill him. Get him quick. Here, I actually have a bow and arrow, but I can't shoot it because of my arm. You use it.
Oh.
I'm totally qualified. Get out of the way.
He disarmed me.
I can't do it. He's so cute.
You're going home with a free pass to come back to a future show. The next person could win that iPad I mentioned earlier. All right, so we're going to jump into our very next game. Let me get the players up here for the game of Dr. Know-It-All. So your job in this game is to think of questions you want to know the answers to. These could be any questions in the whole wide world. For example, maybe it's like work-related questions. How do I get more clients? Or maybe it's like relationship questions. How do I get that girl in science class to notice me? It's a big philosophical questions. What's the meaning of life? All right, I want you to start thinking of questions now. The game doesn't work without your questions. If it starts with a who, what, when, or where, and you just keep talking, it'll become a question. So, and these three are going to answer those questions one word per person at a time. And this is our Dr. Know-It-All. Whatever they say is 100% correct because they have a degree in every single subject. All right, so who's got a question for me? Right over there.
How many shucks could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
That's a great. How many chucks could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck
Could
chuck many
chucks
of wood.
if
It was
chucking
that wood.
well.
It depends upon the quality of the chucking.
Quality of the woodchuck.
The devil is in the details. Who's got another question for the doctor?
When are the Jaguars going to win a game?
It's a good question. When are the Jaguars going to win a game?
The Jaguars
Are
going to
win
a game.
when
They lose
all
their good.
players.
It's the opposite of what you think. The other team will feel so bad for them. All right. Who's got another question?
How do I become a lawyer?
Ooh, that's a great question. All right. This young lady in the front row would like to know, how do I become a lawyer?
To become
A
lawyer, you
must
study hard.
That's it. Yeah. Has nothing to do with schooling or degrees. You can do it with books at home. All right, so you see how the game works. Now, here's my question. This doctor is very smart, but if there was like another head on this doctor would even be smarter. So, would anybody like to volunteer and be the fourth head on our Dr. Know-It-All? All you gotta do is say one word, the next word that makes grammatical sense, and I'm gonna give you a hint. Usually it's the. Come and give it up, please say your name nice and loud for everybody.
Tracy Gray.
Give it to Tracy. All right, so now we need even deeper questions for a doctor with that much deeper knowledge. So who's got a question for the new doctor?
What's the meaning of life, the universe, and everything?
Ooh, what is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything?
The meaning
Of
life
the universe
and
everything.
is 42.
Well done.
They're copyrighted. That's ours. We started that. All right. Hey, Anthony, do you have anything in the chat?
No.
Okay. All right. Who's got another question for me?
What's your favorite vacation day?
Ooh, great. Your favorite vacation day?
Yeah, like what would be?
Oh yeah, okay. Like what would they do?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do on the best vacation day?
I would
probably
Take
all my
time
spending
it on
vacation. I get it now.
It would seem Dr. Know-It-All was running for political office.
That's a great one. That's a
All right,
good question.
who's got another question for the doctor?
How do I choose who to vote for in the presidential election?
Oh, wow.
That's easy.
Okay, very good.
You brought it up.
The question, Dr. Know-It-All, one word at a time, is how do I choose who to vote for in the presidential election?
to vote.
For
someone
You must
have
very
eligible and
big
brains.
They have big brains. All right, give it up, everybody. future show.
It's an iPad.
Do you want the iPad?
Yeah.
Tell you what, anything happens to your eye, you take this right out of here.
No.
Put it right there.
Ask for it, you shall receive.
You got an iPad.
That was a double play.
Yeah, that's right. Double cross. All right, so we're gonna play one more game before we go to our world famous Mayport Road intermission. And that is a game we call 185. Let me get all the players up here for the game of 185. So earlier I said it's not a stand-up comedy show, but you're used to stand-up comedy. They tell jokes, right? I'm sure that at some point in your life you've heard a joke using this format. It goes like this: 185 blank walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I apologize, but we're closed right now." The 185 blank reply punchline. We call this game 185. What's going to happen is you're going to fill in the blanks, and they're going to have to make up the punchlines right now on the spot. So we're mixing stand-up comedy and improv comedy. So from anybody at all, shout out a well-respected profession.
Gynecologist.
I didn't hear anybody say anything. A doctor! Excellent. 185 doctors walk into a bar. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
185 doctors walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed. We can't serve you right now." And the doctors say, "Come on, man, I just want a shot."
185 doctors walk into a bar and they are thirsty and raucous and they're pounding on the bar and they're saying, hey, serve us, come on, it's a busy bar. And the bartender turns and looks at him and goes, "Hey, you guys need to have a little more patience."
185 doctors walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve your kind here. We're closed." And the doctor said, "Come on, man, have a heart."
185 pretty sad doctors walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, I'm sorry, we're closed. We can't serve you." And the doctors start crying, and the bartenders go, "Whoa, okay, you know what? Bartenders kind of double as therapists. Come on over, have a seat. I just want you to know, doctors, I see you."
185 doctors walk into a bar and the bartender is like, "I recognize you guys. You are the crazy bartenders that are throwing a big hissy fit and making a big scene here. I wouldn't serve you and now you're back. But listen, I'm not going to serve you guys because you're all being a bunch of big pills."
Right, that's the doctor joke. Hey. All right, let's say you go to a store and you buy a thing. What's the thing you bought at the store?
Kayak.
Okay, so you said kayak. I'm going to expand that out to boats. 185 boats walk into a bar. Here we go.
185 boats walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed. We cannot serve you." And the boats say, "Well, what if we bow?"
185 boats walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed. We can't serve you." And the boats say, "Oh, come on, can you?"
185 boats walk into a bar and they recognize that bartender was the one that yelled at the doctors. And all the boats are looking back and forth at each other like, "Oh, that's the guy, man. That's the bartender. He's the one that's really stern."
185 boats walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Hey, I'm sorry, we're closed. We can't serve you. You're not supposed to be in here anyway. You got banned from this. You're over there. You're up on the wall." And the boats say, "That's right. Every single wanted person in your bar, you put in a little star over there. We love being on the starboard."
185 boats walk into a bar that they've been to many times before, but this time the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." And the boats say, "Oh, come on, we've sunk a lot of money into this."
185 boats walk into a wine bar, and the bartender looks at him and goes, "What are you boats gonna have?" And all the boats look at him and go, "Port."
185 boats walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed. We cannot serve you." And the boats say, "You know what? We're going to be the bartender. You're fired." The bartender says, "What?" And the boats say, "Yeah, that's right. We really feel like here we're in our wheelhouse."
185 boats walk into a bar that's right outside the fair, but the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." And the boats say, "Oh, come on, what are we going to do to wash down this funnel cake?" Funnel cake! Funnel!
185 boats walk into a bar, and the bartender looks at them, and he's like, "You guys look really thirsty." And the boats are like, "You were so thirsty. We're so thirsty. We could drink all the beer you got." And they're like, "All the beer I got? How about you just tell me what you want?" And like, I feel like I could drink a whole galleon.
185 boats walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed. We cannot serve you." And the boats go, "You know what? I want to see Raymond, the manager, all right? Let me see Ray."
185 boats walk into a bar in Canada. The bartender says, "What's all this about?"
Give it up to the players in that round one more time. This brings us to a very important part of our show, and that is in just a moment. We're going to go to a very brief First Coast Comedy intermission. Now, during intermission, you've got some excellent choices available to you. Your first choice is you can go through that door over there, and you will find our First Coast Comedy fully stocked restroom. Or you can go visit JC at the bar.
Dad, turn your light on.
There he is. And he has candy. All right, and also you can visit our website, firstcoastcomedy.com. There you can find out about a bunch of stuff we do. Maybe you work for a company or something that needs some holiday entertainment. Those holidays are coming up on you soon. Well, we can provide the holiday entertainment to you because we're not trapped in this building. We can travel to your event. We have a van. It's a 2010 Honda Odyssey. I know what you're thinking. You want your guests to show up and be like, do they have a 2000? Ah. In any case, customized entertainment for your event, so go talk to whoever works in the hiring, HR for your entertainment at your company and say, "We need First Coast Comedy." Do that now. So in any case, we will see you after this very brief First Coast Comedy intermission!
Hope you enjoyed that intermission. I know I did. I need you to put those hands together. Let's start clapping. If you want to see the players, let's make some noise. Let's bring our players back to the stage. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about your host, Alex Brendan.
Hey, you made it back. Give it up for yourselves, everybody. Not everybody always does. All right, so before we jump back into the action, the briefest final announcements of I mentioned that we do road shows. We also do team building. So if you want people in your workplace to communicate better, we can facilitate that. We can send one of our improvisers out, run them through a bunch of activities where they'll be learning listening skills, cooperation skills, and much more while having such a great time. They're just crying, laughing. Absolutely. Also, next weekend, this is a big announcement. Next weekend is the first ever First Coast Comedy Festival. Right here. Right here. So get your tickets early. There's shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All of these 7 or 7:30 shows are all ages, much like this show. And the late shows, not so much. Don't bring your kids to those shows. But that is 1 weekend only. You miss it next weekend, you're going to miss it for the whole year. So in any case, that's the end of the announcement. So, jumping right back into the action here, Anthony, is there anything in that chat that makes you go, oh yeah?
No.
Very selective. All right, so, in any case, from anybody at all, give me, actually, here's what we're going to do. Sir, would you tell me the first letter of your first name?
D.
D. Anybody, and would you tell me the first letter of your first name?
A.
D, A. Somebody give me 2 words, one word that starts with D, another word that starts with A.
District Attorney.
District Attorney. Yeah. Well done, yeah. Yeah, it was right there, yeah. All right. All of you who didn't say it with them, you should feel ashamed. All right, so your suggestion for this scene is a district attorney. What's going to happen in the game of Mega Replay is, or just a replay, these players are going to be performing a scene, and then I'm going to have them replay it multiple times, but every time I'm going to change something about it. So it's going to be the same scene, but different in an important way. All right, so first of all, we need to see our base level scene. This 45-second to a minute-long scene involving a district attorney. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Audience, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
You gotta get me out of this one. You've always gotten me out of trouble. You're my attorney.
Ernie, I don't know if I can do it this time. You really messed up. You really messed up bad, Ernie.
Look, I didn't mean to
Can I have
rob
you?
that liquor store.
I was gonna have you take a seat, but I changed my mind.
Oh.
Listen,
I'll stand.
I know you robbed the liquor store, and this time there's no way I can get you out. The district attorney is on my tail constantly.
You
for
couldn't
it.
even get me out of these handcuffs.
We gotta go to this meeting. Come on, Ernie. Oh boy.
Yeah, I figured you'd come in here begging for a deal.
Listen, Ernie feels bad. He's a reformed criminal. He's changed. Things
Oh.
are different now.
Give me another chance, Judge.
Oh. Give him another chance.
He means it.
Can't say no to this face. Ignore my scar.
And the teardrop tattoo.
Come on.
But you need to ask to approach the bench.
I'm sorry, may I approach the bench?
Yes.
Good. Come on.
Okay.
All right, so that is our base level scene. So now we're going to change something up about that scene. So from anybody over here, give me a strong emotion.
Rage.
I heard 2. I heard love. I heard rage.
Same thing.
Um, no comment. From anybody at all, shout out a way you would describe someone's personality.
Spastic.
spastic. All right, so we've got love, rage, and spastic. One of these players is going to become each of those personalities. All right, so players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begins.
Come on. You gotta get me out of this. You're my lawyer.
I can't do it, Ernie! No! Stop asking me! Ah!
You gotta get me out. I know you can't.
Have a seat! No, don't! You don't deserve to sit! Oh, Ernie, you really messed up this time. I know you robbed that liquor store. You no good nothing for nothing. Poopy face.
You can't even get me out of these handcuffs.
Look, the district attorney is all over me. It's all your fault. We gotta go see him. Let's go.
Okay.
I thought he was the judge.
Oh.
Oh, go in the door all the way. What's wrong with you?
I like the door.
Hi. So good to see you. Oh, flowers.
No flowers, right? Smash face! Absolutely not. Just get him up. Let him not have these charges
Come
anymore.
on, let me out.
Look at his face.
Oh,
He needs this.
Look at that tattoo. I love a tattoo.
Come on.
Approach the bench. Approach the bench. Okay, all right. We got a deal.
All right, that was fun. Let's change it up again. Somebody give me a well-known European accent.
Dutch.
I heard Dutch. I heard French.
German.
And I heard German. Dutch, French, and German are going to be our three accents. All right, so they have to use all three of these. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
You have to get me out of here. I am your head unity services.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get you out of there, all right. We're going to have a very, very nice day. It's going to be very good.
I like what you're telling me.
We have so many problems. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 problems. 9.
But you can't even get me out of these handcuffs.
Oh no, you have a seat. I want you to have a seat. I'm a kidding.
You tricked me.
We got to go and see the district attorney.
You got to.
Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we are here.
Here we are. You gotta let me out, Judge. I'm a good boy.
So much work.
But look at the little face, yeah. We've got the faces. We go, oh, please let us out of here. We are so sad. I'm such a good... Look at his sad face.
Oh, the face. We got to Euro Disney. Good.
Can we make you a deal as a front the bench?
Yeah, whatever.
Come on, let me approach the bench. Oh, thank you. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
All right. This is fun. I'm having fun with this. So somebody shout out a character from a movie that specifically has a very recognizable way of talking or voice.
Darth Vader.
I heard Darth Vader.
Olaf.
Well, that's kind of Dutch, right? Yeah. So I heard Darth Vader. Give me a celebrity who is very well known for their voice.
Jim Carrey.
What'd you say?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. And give me what it could be a fictional person or a real person, somebody very well known for their voice. Arnold. Very good. All right, so we got Arnold, Al Pacino, and Darth Vader. Here we go. Players, get ready. And begin.
Come on! You know I'm innocent! You're my attorney! Huh.
You've got to get out of here.
Huh?
We have to get you off the case.
I hired the Dark Lord and I get this service. Oh. Oh.
We have to go see the district attorney now.
Okay. How come you sound like me? I'm innocent.
Search your feelings. You know what is true in your heart.
Get the job.
He's stronger than the force. Somehow this Schwarzen lawyer is stronger than the force. I only got the chair. Oh, show him your ways.
Come on, let me out of here. Come.
I want you to know one thing. I am your father.
Oh, wow.
Johnny has never seen any Arnold movies. Where Arnold speaks words. All right, so for this last, somebody give me a style of live theater. A style of live theater.
Opera.
An opera. All right, so now we're going to see this scene replayed, but as if it were an opera, which is great, because now on Monday when you go back to work and people are like, what'd you do this weekend? You can say, I saw an opera. All right, so here we go. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
You're my lawyer, I retain you here. You must set me free, that's clear.
Yes, you're right, I will set you free. But first, I think that we should talk, you and me.
Should we talk? Let me go. I am here and I don't have a fro.
Never mind, I don't want you to have a seat. Instead, the DA, you and I should meet.
Yes, we should.
Yes, we should.
Oh, look there, your plan will unravel. Now let me strike my gavel. Oh, my, I think you have a grudge. What brings you here before this judge?
So strike, yes, strike your gavel. And meanwhile, he will come to you.
Here I am.
And that's all right, give her the players in that round, everybody. This brings us to our very final game of the evening. And for this game, it's our most challenging game, and it happens to be a guessing game. For this game, I need to send one player out of the room. Who shall it be?
It's gonna be me.
So on three, everyone say, get out of here, Adam. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah! Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
All right, so we just sent Adam out of the room so we cannot hear any of the suggestions I'm about to get from all of you. From anybody over here, give me, okay, well, we're just kind of approaching the fall. Give me an activity that you associate with the fall.
Raking.
Raking the leaves. Very good. From anybody over here, give me an indoor sport.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. I love that. Yeah.
Dodgeball.
All right. And our last activity, from anybody over here, give me like an activity that's like a leisurely activity. It doesn't take a lot of energy to do this.
Suntanning.
Getting a suntan. All right. So that first activity was raking the leaves. All right, so Adam is going to be raking the leaves. However, he's not raking the leaves with a rake. The handle on his rake is something that would either be difficult or painful to hold on to.
Machete.
It's a machete. He's holding a machete.
By the blade?
By the blade. And the rake portion is not a rake. It is something else that's alive.
Oh my god, a snake.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's like a bunch of snakes. All the rakes. It's like a snake rake. Snake rake. Yeah, it's a machete snake rake. And instead of raking up leaves, he's raking into piles something that are famous and large.
Pyramids.
Pyramids. He's raking up pyramids. All right, with his machete snake rake. All right, so what was the next thing?
Dodgeball.
He's playing dodgeball. All right, so what's something that you would not want to get struck with that would hurt more than dodgeball?
A wrench.
A wrench. Yeah, that makes sense because that movie. Yeah. All right.
Chat has acceptable suggestions now.
Oh, okay. All right. They've met his standard. Anthony, what do you got for me?
The Kool-Aid Man.
Okay, so he's playing dodgeball against the Kool-Aid Man with a wrench. You hit him one time, it's done. He's made of glass. All right, and let's see here. He's not playing dodgeball in a gymnasium. He's playing in a place that would be highly inappropriate for you to suddenly start a game of dodgeball.
A Blink 182 concert.
Girl Scouts.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. He's playing dodgeball specifically at a Blink 182 concert.
What?
It's a concert where the band performing is a band called, Michael doesn't know, Blink 182. Very good. It's like Tom Petty. All right. What's that final activity?
Suntanning.
He's getting a suntan. But he's not doing so on the beach where one would normally suntan. He's suntanning once again in a place that would be highly strange to try and suntan.
Antarctica.
Okay, I saw. Let me tell you, he's suntanning in Antarctica, and the sun that's beaming down on him is you get how the game works. It can be anything you want it to be. It's not the sun. It is
Hot dogs.
hot dogs. It's getting it's a single hot dog. He's getting a hot dog tan. Getting a hot dog because the hot from the hot dogs making them tan. All right, but let's see here. Okay, and instead of putting suntan oil on to get a suntan, he's rubbing on himself something. Wait, what'd you say back there?
Popcorn butter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I heard two things. He's rubbing ketchup and butter. Yeah, but specifically like movie theater popcorn butter, ketchup and popcorn butter. At Antarctica to get his tan from the big hot dog in the sky. After tonight, everyone, you can all refer to the sun as that big old hot dog in the sky. Just to make your friends go. Right. Just flip it into the conversation casually. All right, so in a moment we're going to call Adam back in here. Adam did not have the opportunity to hear any of these suggestions. When he comes back in here, these two are going to have to get him to not only guess what these activities are, they have to get him to do these things. To make it even more difficult, they can only give him hints and clues using two tools. Those tools are gibberish and mime. Gibberish is gobbledygook nonsense, words that don't mean anything. Hobbidee scobbaloobah scuba dab bob, like how the Minions talk. And mime is it's how French mimes defend themselves. And if they can successfully get him to do those things, our minds will be blown. All right, so now all we need to do is get a quick review of these activities from Johnny.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. First, we're going to do these not necessarily in this order, but we are first raking leaves. But the rake handle is a machete. The rake tongs or whatever they are snakes, and the leaves are the
No, it's supposed to be snakes. The sign's wrong.
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's snacks.
You're right.
All right. Checking my work here because I don't always trust mine. So snakes is what we. All right, and the leaves themselves are the pyramids. Everybody say one. One. Then we are playing dodgeball, but the ball is a wrench. We are trying to throw that wrench against the Kool-Aid Man, and the gym is a Blink-182 concert. Everybody say two. And then we are suntanning, but we are suntanning at Antarctica. It's a hot dog sun, and our suntan lotion is ketchup and popcorn butter. Everybody say, let's go to the movies.
To be fair to Michael, he eats snakes as snacks. So he gets them confused.
They're delicious.
Yeah, a little relish all the way along the snake. It's great. All right, so now all we need to do is call Adam back in here. So on 3, what do you want to shout out to get his attention?
Come on back.
That makes sense, very. There's no way he will confuse that. All right, so on 3, everyone say, come on back. 1, 2, 3. Come on back! So, Adam, we've got some really bizarre activities for you. Now, it's really important to all of you. You know what the activities are. He does not know what they are. So, whatever you do, don't lean over to the person next to you and be like, oh, it's a blah, because then you think you're talking quiet, but really you're talking at full volume and he can hear you. So, in the game, players, are you ready?
Yes!
Activity number 1, and begin!
Oh, what's a pugana boda? Soga. Ah, but get
No, sabara kabata.
So?
Kunga diba tabata.
Baska bagawa?
Shibi sawa.
Shibi.
Tabata.
Poskara.
No sense. Sabara diba
Yobo.
waga tagada.
Poskawa.
Sibi dabada. Kupiga pinga dibi.
Samba.
Oh, sabata waga dum bum bum bum. Ah, sabara. Sabata bi. Saka takagada.
Saga the tagada.
Saga tonga to waga tiba dibi.
Waskaro.
Yada bada besa. No, the best bit of it.
Oh, Shabagando. Tobawaba. Talk about Woga, Sambugido. Oh, Kamadomba. Oh, you made me do that. I'm raking leaves.
Yeah.
My rake, the shaft of the rake is a machete blade.
Yeah.
And the tines of the raking part is a snake.
Yeah.
And I'm raking up pyramids.
It'd be nice if the pyramids were in a closer cluster.
Yeah. It was really tough.
Yeah. Give it up for him in that round, everybody. All right, activities do not get more simple from there.
Right.
So activity number 2, audience, give them some encouragement. And
Oh, splooshy, splooshy.
Whoa, dabba dabba shabba.
Oh, ah,
See what
wow, wow. Togi da ba.
Saba tiba dabba dabba. Water be da be, water be da be.
Puka, puka.
Yada ball,
Oh, look at that. Chobagado? Buska? Oh, Wanda Mumbo. Ah, Bachabaduga. Nogidaba. Scopa Chamba. Oh, Jamila. Ah, Mogidaba. Let's go.
Somebody be ooh, somebody be also why gonna be
Sobek Jabo.
somebody why gonna be somebody
I want to know.
yeah chaba so why gonna be should be
Ah, Tabagada.
Josh but no somebody but Shiba
Oh, Tabagada. Oh, Yamada. Ah, good. Jobaga? Yoba? Rotaga Baba?
No shabiga taga daga.
Boggy?
Also be the war gonna be.
Boskuba?
Yeah, so be daba jiba amana shobaka daba.
Wagaba?
No that baba chobaga choa. No so yeah. Go back keep up.
Jobaga Baba? Yeah, Banaba. Jobagada? Oh! Schmaga Schmoo!
And that's
Okay, that was weird. That was super weird. Worse, I am tanning.
Yeah.
But I'm tanning the Antarctica.
Yeah.
And my tanning lotion is one part popcorn butter.
Yep.
And one part ketchup.
Yeah.
And the sun is a hot dog.
Hey!
It's one of two condiments. Ketchup or mustard. It's a 50-50 call.
All right, activity number 3, the weirdest, the hardest of all the activities.
I'm not scared, bro.
Audience, give them some encouragement!
Boingy boingy, funka funka. Pum 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 pum. Shama. Muscato. Cosimo. Ah! Bogadaba. Shobigawara. Wagaba. What's that, Bobo? playing dodgeball.
Yeah.
The ball is a wrench.
Correct.
My opponent is the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
And I'm playing at a yellow card concert.
Oh, no.
I got it.
It's not yellow card. We give you 2 seconds to clean this up. And
Uh-oh.
begin.
Oh, okay. That other group, Blink 182. What's the difference?
I found it.
Yeah.
It was all those snacks that helped you, Michael.
Keep it strong. All right. Hey, give it up everybody who volunteered tonight. So, hey, like I said, once again, next weekend is the First Coast Comedy Festival. Be here. Those shows will have stand-up comedy, improv comedy, like you just saw, and sketch comedy, which is like the kind of comedy they do on Saturday Night Live, pre-planned scripted scenes and stuff. Check it out next weekend. It's your only chance. Also, we teach classes. If you just watched this and you thought, wow, that looks like fun, I wonder if they could change my life and teach me those skills and I'd make new friends and gain confidence. Yes, our next class starts up after the new year in January. Sign up. If you're like, I don't know if that's for me, make your friends sign up. All right, and I guess that's all we got to say. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been First Coast Comedy. Have a great day!
All right, let's give it up here, players. Johnny, Kowalski, Madeline, Brendan, your guesser tonight.